Every coffee needs a lotus.
And welcome back to our webinar on the topic Pandemic and HR in 2020. How strategic should HR become during the COVID-19 crisis? Still with Professor John Raymond S. Almeda.
Glad to be back.
Thank you, sir. So for our participants who have been here for at least 4 months already, you're so familiar with this. But for the first timers, this is what we call the Support Our Frontliners project of Ariva Achievers Foundation in partnership with Bayanihan Act 2020 and for the benefit of Bayan ng Mahay. Learn and share. This is our way of helping during COVID-19. The call of the moment is for you to pay it forward as we give something of value to you, courtesy of our experts such as Sir John Raymond Almeda, expert resource speakers. You have gained free access since April. This will go on till July and hopefully maybe till August. And so in return, you may want to donate an amount, 100 pesos or so. From 100,000 to 100,000, 100 pesos to 100,000 pesos will be more than willing to accept that. The full amount will go to the Bayanihan Act 2020. Together, let's show our support. Click and donate ariva.com.ph/donation. So, Sir Raymond, Sir, how do I call you? Sir John or Raymond?
And whichever you're comfortable with.
Sir John Raymond, we have participants from Iloilo City, Isabela, Laguna, Central Visayas, Legazpi City, Pampanga, Rizal Province, Sorsogon City, Surigao, Tagum City, Tarlac, Tuguegarao City, Zambales, and of course, NCR. So are you ready now to take some questions, sir?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm very excited as well. Wow,
we are too. So for our Zoom participants, type in your question not at the chat box, but at the Q&A box. You may also want to click the raise hand button for the Zoom live question.
Yeah, is the raise hand button also available to our international participants?
Yes, we have that for them. So for our YouTube live viewers, you may want to type in your question at the comment box. The admin will forward it to me. So, sir, ready? Are you ready for the first question at the Q&A box?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So far we have 5. Famous attendee asks you this. You mentioned something about working with electronic payments to some companies, for instance, to protect both employees and customers from getting a first-hand contact. However, the hacking of bank accounts has become a big problem, leading our customers to be uncomfortable using online payments and would rather see an employee face-to-face and deal with payments and transactions. this is somehow a big problem with our company at the moment.
Okay, so what is the question?
So the question, well, as a matter of fact, I think the question is, so what would be your advice?
Oh,
now
okay.
that they would, maybe that's the question.
All right. I thought it's about the e-payments or whatever. But the thing here is you need to, as a strategic HR, if these people are talking, are a strategic HR themselves, you need to weigh what their priorities are. What is more important for you? Is this going to be like satisfaction from your clients? Is it going to be like a continuity of the technology use? Or is it going to be the just the safety and security of people? It really depends from one organization to another. Again, going back to the 7S framework, you need to take a look at the values of the organization. What are your priorities? So if your priority is, for example, if you come to rank your priorities and your top priority is about client satisfaction and believing and implementing their requests or their suggestions, then come to think about it, if that's possible, if that's in fact implementing whatever you are mandated to implement. And if, for example, you are not, if right after analyzing things and you decide to rather put off the e-payments or anything that is electronic, for example, then you have to create more precautionary measures for that face-to-face interaction. And that is also done, right? We can see that in banks with all these plastic covers. We can see that in social distancing. And even if you're here in the Philippines, the Department of Health has also provided, or even the IATF has also provided certain measures to addressing these things, especially for certain processes that are or that could not be digitized.
In fact, I went to SMR this morning and I saw that 85% to 90% of establishments are already open. And yes, and so because of that, don't be afraid of face-to-face interaction. Anonymous attendee asks you this from the question earlier: what if employees are being compensated normally, but they find the workload from this home setup toxic? That is attending in webinars, plus delivering tasks and engaging to HR programs at the same time.
Yeah. So what if they are compensated just the normal way? Well, the thing here is, first you have to have a voice. Because if you are just sulking and your ideas and your feelings and all your emotions are just contained within the confines of your room and you just know about it and you do not get that across or put that across to your manager and even to the organization, it will not help. So let the management know about it. If you are not comfortable with talking to your manager or even to the top management, if you have a labor union or if you have an association to put across all your ideas and insights, then yes, definitely. But the thing here is, you also have to do your role when you try to analyze things. When we put value on certain jobs, these are definitely about the complexity, the nature, and the volume, the duties and responsibilities that you do. It's not just about the temporary feeling and the transition stage that we all are experiencing. It is good for some of like Starbucks employees would be experiencing various additional health benefits, especially mental health benefits. But some organizations are still compensating their people normally. It is because they still need to undergo the process that is called job evaluation, and that would usually normally in various organizations, job evaluation is usually every 2 years. And job evaluation, as I said, needs to consider all the compensable factors like the confidentiality, the risk, etc. But right now, I think what people are feeling is mostly psychological, and according to studies, it cannot be addressed by anything that is monetary, but rather more on counseling sessions, making sure that your managers are checking in much regularly than before, and those things, those soft but rather essential things instead.
Okay, so Rossini Marasigan, for an organization of almost 500 workers with no outsourced HR process, is there the ideal residence time for an organization to move from the traditional HR to progressive HR to agile HR?
Sorry, ideal what? What was the time? Sorry, how?
Ideal residence time for an organization to move. I'm reading verbatim, okay?
Yeah,
so I'm not sure if you can see it from your answer.
I,
Rosini Marasigan has a question.
I could not, but
Could not. Okay.
well, the thing here is there is no one strict rule for the transition stage because, as I said, it's not just like taking a nap or a walk in the park or just an overnight sleep and voila, you have your strategic HR. It takes a lot, especially when I showed you the model of change management. What you can have the commitment to change from the people, from the management, if there is, in fact, the champion. If you have a difficulty in trying to encourage at the very onset your top management in transitioning from traditional to strategic HR, that is a lot difficult. And it really differs, and there is no one strict rule for timeline for that one. And even in bigger organizations, like for example, as we are around 6,000 employees, but it wasn't really difficult because there was a championing of the transformation itself. So it really depends. You need to know your capabilities, culture, systems, structures, all these things.
Thank you, sir. Anonymous attendee. Sorry, he spoke too fast and I was not able to get the steps on how to be a strategic HR. Help, please. One more time, though.
All right. Sorry for that if I was speaking a little bit fast for you. But the outline itself, as I said, already serves its purpose. So how to become strategic HR? Just look at the outline. You need to first have the data. You need to be aware of how the disruption was for the human capital in your own organization. And then you need to rise to that dare for becoming a strategic HR. Like, how do I now transition? Do you even have the indicators of traditional HR? And what for you is a strategic HR? And I provided indicators earlier with certain global models and also from the Civil Service Commission, especially with the Philippine context. And yeah, so the outline itself speaks for the strategies.
Thank you, Sir John Raymund S. Almeda. It's 4:56. Wow, thank you for that. Your 2 hours of selfless and generous sharing of
right
ideas
and
learnings and experiences you've had.
If I can make a plug, Howell,
sure,
maybe
sure.
For certain organizations, trying to contact me directly is also okay, or trying to contact me through Ariva. If you need some of my areas of experience as well, then I'll be very, very happy to share. Or if the travels have already revived, maybe I could also visit your provinces. And for our international participants, yes, maybe I can also visit there. Invite me over.
Wonderful, because hopefully by next month, we'll be under MGCQ.
Oh, good God. All right, sure.
So thank you, Professor John Raymund S. Almeda. Everybody put your hands together.
Thank you, Howard.
Time flies so fast when we are having fun. We did have great time with you, sir. And hopefully we hope to see you again soon. Face to face, sharing the stage with you in one of the conventions of Ariva Academy, probably the SMS convention.
Oh, why not? Yeah, exactly. I would be happy to.
Thank you
so much, Howell. That was an amazing moderating job that you did, and of course for Irish and Jeff, who also helped out in trying to ensure that all the systems are working. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Professor. More power to you. You may want to, as you stay in the room, you don't have to leave, by the way. You may want to spend the next 5 minutes reading their appreciation posts at the chat box.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Thank you, Sir John Raymund. And let's welcome back on screen our dear president, Ms. Irish Malonda Samson.
Hello, Sir Howard.
Hello, Miss Irish.
Yes. And
wow,
of course,
we're 2 minutes shy. Before we call it 5 p.m.
Yes, but of course, please allow me to thank first Professor John Raymund Almeda for a very insightful presentation.
Yes.
He's given us a better appreciation on the disruptions, the current situation of the HRs that are facing nowadays and how to be agile HR. Thank you so much for a wonderful session, Professor John.
Thank you, Prof.
A big hand, of course, for Professor John Almeda. Thank you as well for listening with us. Thank you for joining with us this afternoon. And of course, Sir Howell, thank you for moderating our session. Please get ready because you're up next tomorrow for an
Yes, we
exclusive
have
session.
we
Of
have a
course,
master class tomorrow.
we will
Can
be
we
having
invite
our
them
master
to
class, of
attend?
course, to be discussed by Mr. Howell Mabalot.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I'm looking forward to it, Sir Howell.
I'll be resting tonight
Okay, get
for tomorrow,
ready.
in preparation
Yes.
for tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Sir Howell. I'll
Thank
see
you, Madam
tomorrow.
President.
Thank you. Bye-bye. And of course, I would like to acknowledge our following win-win partners. We would like to thank our official media partner, Art Plus Magazine, digital media partners, Focus Media, Globaltronics, City Advertising Ventures, Outcome, Elevate Media. For win-win partners, thank you as well to Brother, Faber-Castell, Gluta-C, Moringa O2, KFC, Mr. Donut, Tokyo, Lotus Biscoff, Boss Job, Sir Technology Inc., Finma Properties, Salary Jet, Frontier Software, Ilawi Korea, Kitolson and Carpo Consulting, Enchanted Kingdom, Disperse, Cosmetech Philippines Inc., Mindchom's virtual preschool program. To register, please call them at 0906 486-0710 or email them at bisakanabe@mindchums.org. And we would like to thank as well Essential Safety Products PH for your personal protective equipments. For your health and safety compliance requirements, please email them at essentialsafetyph@gmail.com. And if you want to place your ads here, advertise your company, your services, and your logo, have a brand exposure to thousands of viewers through Zoom, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook, please email us at marketing@ariva.com.ph. Stay on top of our insights and updates. Stay connected. Visit us on our social media sites. Join the Ariva Academy Facebook group. Like the Ariva Academy Facebook fan page. Follow the Ariva Academy LinkedIn page. And visit us on our website. It's www.ariva.com.ph. And if you miss watching our live webinars, you would like to watch the replay of our previous e-learning sessions, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Ariva Academy and Ariva Talks. Again, it's Ariva Academy and Ariva Talks. For our upcoming online learning sessions, we would like again to invite you for a live webinar series for ACOS HR Virtual Summit PH 2020 Bounce Back HR. Guys, this is a free live webinar series. Please do take advantage of this e-learning session. And of course, this will be tomorrow, June 30. How to communicate with diplomacy, tact, and credibility in times of chaos. We will be having, of course, Mr. Howell Mabalot to discuss this Masterclass Series 3.0. Tomorrow, June 30, don't forget to register. And we will be having, again, July 16, Leadership Skills for Supervisors in Turbulent Times. And August 11, How to Take on Greater Responsibility, Step Up Skills for Non-Managers. Please do subscribe to our Masterclass series. Another e-learning Masterclass, Effective Collections of Receivables in the Post-Pandemic. This will be on Thursday, July 2. Part 1 will be at 10 to 12:30 in the morning. And part 2 will be at 3 to 5:30 in the afternoon. And of course, we will be having Professor Ricky De Vera to discuss this session. Contracts, force majeure, and COVID-19 virus. This will be on Monday, July 6, 3 to 4:30 p.m. And we have invited Attorney Oliver Yuan to discuss this session. Another e-learning masterclass, Digital Marketing Intensive Masterclass. This is only $899 per participant, and we will be having Mr. Chris Randolph to discuss this session on Thursday, July 9, 3 to 5 in the afternoon. Another masterclass, 3.0, Accounts Retention, Recovery Management in the New Normal, Strategies and Initiatives to Avoid Losing Customers, Client Relations. This will be on Friday, July 10. Part 1 will be in the morning, 10 to 12:30, and part 2 will be in the afternoon, 3 to 5:30 in the afternoon. And of course, we would like to invite you a masterclass online session, of course, about the cybersecurity awareness, how to protect your business against cyber attacks in cyber hacks and attacks rather. Okay, this will be on Monday, July 13th, 3 to 5 in the afternoon, and we have invited an international speaker from Indonesia, Mr. Semi Yulianto. Another e-learning masterclass, how to execute webinars, online meetings, and virtual conferences. And of course, this will be discussed by Mr. Jonathan Yabut. This will be on Tuesday, July 14, 4 to 6 in the afternoon. Leadership skills for supervisors in turbulent times. Again, we would like to invite you. This will be discussed by Mr. Habul Mabalot, July 16. Don't forget, July 16, 3 to 5:30 in the afternoon. Masterclass 3.0, realigning supply chain, logistics, strategies, and initiatives in the new normal. Friday, July 17, 10 to 12:30, part 1, and part 2 will be in 3 to 5:30 in the afternoon. Another masterclass, virtual intensive training, pivoting your career, how to be a virtual assistant without an experience. This will be on July 17 and 18, Friday and Saturday, 2 to 6 in the afternoon. And we will be having Maria Dolores Garner Florentino to discuss this session. And if we want to customize an in-house training, an in-house e-learning session exclusive for your team, for your company, you would like to invite our invited guest speakers and Ariva partner speakers, please do call me at 0916-695-4418, or you can email me at irish.arivaacademy@gmail.com. And again, this has been an e-learning live webinar series for a cause brought to you by Ariva Academy. This is Irish Malonda Samson. In Ariva, it's all about being better. This too shall pass, everyone. And let's just keep our faith and hold on to our faith. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye-bye.